2D or not 2D? It's not even a question. I'm going to show you how you can use 2D assets in Showcast to place things in your environment at size without having to make a 3D model. And I'll talk about 3D models here as we go along, the benefit of them. But right now, if you're an artisan or somebody that needs a low-cost augmented reality to show your products on your shopping cart, and you don't have access to be able to make 3D content right now, even though it's getting easier every day, let me show you how you can take photographs, okay? So all you have to do is go to studio.worldcast.io, and when you see the Start Creating button, just click that, go to Showcast, go freemium. If you're less than 500 views a month, and you can do this totally 100% within the freemium model. We're going to call this Teddy Bear. And I'm going to go to, you can give it a button title and a link, and that can go back to your shopping cart. We're not going to do that right now, though. You know what, maybe I'll just add it because we're here. So I'm just going to have it go to our website. And in this area, I'm going to say size of the cast. I'm going to pick inches, and I'm going to pick 20 inches. That way I'm kind of setting up my environment to be prepared, okay? And I'm going to go create. And I'm simply going to go to the images, and I'm going to go select a file. And we're going to do a few here. I'll show you how fast and easy this actually is. So I'm going to go select file. I'm just going to grab this teddy bear. We're going to upload it. Just going to zoom in a bit. I'm going to grab this red node here. I'm going to rotate it up twice. That snaps to 45 degrees. So now it's, it's 2D. It's sitting up on the surface. I'm going to tell this to be 20 inches, which the system already knew it was. That was the default that I set it to be. I'm going to tell this to be at 0. I'm going to just quickly eyeball the ground plane, since I said there's a little bit of padding on this PNG, and that's perfect right there. And I'm going to go save. So check this out. I'm going to go save, I'm going to share my phone, and we're going to place the teddy bear over on the couch. It's not 3D, but it's good enough to show a client the exact scale and the item that they may want to see without spending a lot of money, okay? So I'm going to scan this QR code on my phone. It's going to open up the Showcast preview window, which you can, obviously it's a 2D item, but I'm going to go to the couch. There we go. So now I have a 20-inch bear sitting on my couch. It's 2D, of course. I mean, you can go this way. But as a quick visual representation of an item without having to go to the expense of creating a 3D model, if you're just somebody that wants to have, you're doing handcrafts and stuff, this makes a lot of sense in that regard, okay? Apple and other companies are making it easier, and even some apps on Android are making it easy to make 3D models of content. But if you have a green screen and a camera or ability to knock it out, close crop the item out, that's fantastic. There's even an app, I'll share a link to that can use AI to do that for you. So I'm going to go return to Studio. I'm going to go, maybe I want to pick a different item. I'm just going to go replace asset, change the asset, select file, and we'll grab a plant this time. We're going to make it a little bit bigger in the environment, okay? So let's grab this, one. Right, let's upload. I'm going to tell us to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to tell us maybe to be like 4 feet tall, so I'll go 48 inches. And we'll just tell us to be 0 on the ground plane. Again, it's got a little bit of extra information in the PNG, so we'll eyeball it to come right down onto the actual plane. Perfect. Now it's still called Teddy Bear. I can go back and change that. In fact, I'll show you how to do that. You just go to the cast properties and go cast name, and now we'll just call this floor plant. Nice elegant name for that. And we'll change the environment so it knows it's 48 inches as well. So we can get, this isn't relative size. This is as close to absolute size as you can get. And we will go update. And let's make sure that's 48 and bring that down to the ground plane to make sure we're on the same playing field here. So I'm going to go save. So instead of actually scanning the QR code again, I'm just going to refresh the browser because it's the exact same URL still. So I'm just going to tap in place. So now we have that 48-inch plant in our environment. Yes, it's 2D, but does it illustrate the purpose of the intent of the item? Yes. So again, that's how quick it is to do 2D content and showcast, okay? So 3D makes a lot of sense, and of course we say use 3D if you have it. But again, this is AR for all. We want to make it available for all. Not everybody has access to 3D models. A lot of you have access to cameras or have a friend that can do photography and to do a product shot is inherently a lot easier for most of you than doing photogrammetry in so many ways. Again, I stand by it's getting easier, but in case you don't have the time or the expense or the tools or resources or the phones that can do it or taking a simple photograph of an item, close cropping it in Photoshop as a transparent PNG, bring it into the system and tell it to be at scale is the way to go. Let's do one more just before we sign off here. Let's go return to Studio. Let's change this asset. And we'll just go select file. And we'll pick a desk lamp. Let's pick a gnome. And let's go. Actually, no, I want to go back to the lamp. No, I'm going to save the gnome. My God, I'm bad at this. So I'm going to go upload. And we don't want a 48-inch gnome. Let's make it 12 inches sounds good for a gnome. Maybe 14 inches. And again, we'll just bring it down on the plane. We'll go cast properties and just equally make sure the system roughly knows the size of the environment, so it makes it easier for the system to do that. So let's do this. All right, let's go save. I mean, it's like literally pretty instant. There we go. So let's just refresh this. Now we have gnome. Let's tap and place it on my desk. It's a little bit of a white surface. Let's have a little bit of issue. There we go. So now we have a 14-inch gnome on my desk. Again, yes, it's 2D, but for visualization purposes, to get a sense of scale for a product, it doesn't have to be 3D. 2D can work, as illustrated. All right, there we go. Hope you enjoyed. I can't wait to see what you can create, as always. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. You don't just have to use 2D either. You can incorporate 3D elements like text and other objects to complement your 2D element as well, okay? It's as simple as just adding it in the studio. It's a browser-based studio. What you see is what you get environment. I grabbed a couple of elements from Sketchfab and I typed the 3D text with our 3D text module right in the system. So enjoy and have fun.